Hello everyone, I'm Vaibhav Gupta, and in this video, we'll see how to install Apache Kafka. Basically, the installation of Kafka varies a little bit depending on the system you are using. Like I'm using Mac, I can go to the terminal and type brew install Kafka, and that will install Kafka for me. But one method works for all the systems, and that is going to the website directly and downloading the binary. So in this, let's start a Kafka server using the binaries. Let me share my screen. Mhm. So first, we'll go to kafka.apache.org. Once you have reached the website, click on Download Kafka, and you will see all the versions of the Kafka binaries. I'm going to go to Scala 2.13 and click on this link. And I'm going to click on the first link to download the binary. Now you can extract the binaries and place the Kafka into any folder that you want. Once you have done that, we'll open the terminal. And I'll, I'll go to my workspace where I extracted my Kafka binaries. And if you're in the, the, the file that you download is in .tar format. And if you're wondering how to extract that, just type the command tar minus xvf and your file name, and it will extract the binaries into a folder. It will extract the files into the folder at that same location. So once you have done that, I'm going to go inside my Kafka folder, and you will see there's a bin directory, there's a config, libs, logs, and sitedocs. The two main directives for us are bin and config. In bin, there are all the commands that we'll be using to start the Kafka server, to start the Zookeeper, to create topics, start producers or consumers. And for all those commands, all the configurations will be placed in the config file. And before starting that, I also want to make sure that you have the Java installed. To check, you can type Java version. And as you can see that I have my OpenJDK version installed. And you require Java to run the Kafka. Now, in Kafka, before starting the Kafka server, we know that Kafka has two components. Once before it creates before we start the Kafka server, so producers or consumers, we have to start the Zookeeper. And to start that one, if I go into my bin folder, I can see all my commands, and I can see Zookeeper server start, Zookeeper server stop, etc. Now, if you have installed directly from like brew install Kafka, you don't have to download the binary or go here. So you can directly type Zookeeper server start because the paths are already defined in your bash profile. Whereas if you are using the binaries, every time that you have to click, like if you have to start this command, you have to do // Zookeeper server start. One way to mitigate that is you can add this path, the bin path, to your bash profile. So add this bin path to your bash profile. I'm using fish, so I can add this bin path to my config fish profile, and I don't have to come to this directory to always start my Zookeeper or to start my Kafka server. I can start it from anywhere. So let's start as, and before we start our Zookeeper, let's understand the config and make changes to the config so that the Zookeeper um, starts up successfully. For that, I need to understand that Zookeeper and Kafka, they generate data and logs. And to store the data of Zookeeper, I'm gonna make a data directory in the same uh, outside my bin folder here. And once I've created the data directory, I'm gonna make data slash zookeeper, and I'm going to make data slash Kafka. Once I have done that, I'm going to go to my config zookeeper.properties. You go to config slash zookeeper.properties, and in data dir, you put the path of the data directory that you just created for Zookeeper. So it's users, Webber, workspace, Kafka folder, and data slash Zookeeper. Once you have done that, then you can start your Zookeeper. And to start your Zookeeper, you'll do slash bin slash Zookeeper slash server hyphen start dot sh space. Then you will give this zookeeper dot properties as an argument, config slash zookeeper dot properties, and click enter. If you have the correct version, you have the Java install, and you have followed the steps correctly, you will not see any error, and you will see the zookeeper has started successfully. Yeah. And one more thing I want to note, that it has started at 0.0.0 port 2181. So if your 2181 port is binded to some other process, I would recommend to free this port before you start the Zookeeper. And you always have to keep the Zookeeper running before you can start the Kafka server. So once we have installed the Zookeeper, our next step will be to install start the Kafka server. And for that, we'll make some changes to the Kafka config. We'll again open config slash Kafka. So we will change the server properties, config slash server dot properties, and we'll go to server properties and change the location of the log stored. As you remember that inside the data folder, we also created another folder called Kafka. We'll place the location of that folder here at under the log basics at log.dirs. So here I put users, Webber, workspace, and my data slash Kafka folder here. So once you have saved that in your server.properties, you'll go and we'll use the command Kafka hyphen server hyphen start dot sh, and we will give this server.properties as the arguments. And we'll click enter. If Zookeeper was running correctly and all the environments in your system are set up correctly, you will not see any error, and you have started your Kafka server. Just to confirm that it was running, we'll go to the data directory that we created earlier. We'll go to Zookeeper. Now we'll see that there's a version 2 folder created. That means the Zookeeper was started successfully, and it has dumped the data here. Similarly, we'll go to the Kafka folder, and we'll see the Kafka data here. So that means you have correctly started the Zookeeper, and after that you have correctly started this Kafka server. And once you have done that, now you can create Kafka topics, you can create producers, produce contents, and then you can create the consumers. So that's all for how to install Kafka and start up basic Kafka server. Thank you.